To access the NUlirt system, first head to nphl.org, and under the NUlirt menu on the left, select Sign Up. There's a second of the 3 bullet points. It says if you'd like to sign up as a new user for NUlirt, click here to access the form. This will bring a PDF document for you to fill out and either email it to the email address at the bottom or fax it to the number. Once you have a NUlirt account, head to nulirt.nebraskamed.com and under COVID-19, select Point of Care Testing. 3 categories of menu option are available here. You can search for a self-registered patient, search for an existing or clinic entered patient, or enter a new patient on their behalf. Self-registered patients are those that have gone to the NUlirt self-registration portal and answered the epidemiological questions and provided their demographic information ahead of time. Let's search for a self-registered patient and get familiar with that workflow. This search is optimized for partial matches, last, first patterns. Notice I only entered TES, TE, and test came up. Those partial matches, that's an example of the partial matches that I'm talking about. If the name was John Smith, the partial match optimization would be SMI, JO, and that would work well. The record ID is the ID number provided to the patient at the time of their registration. It follows a similar pattern here. You can, if we were to look for the same patient, we would enter 1061 here, and the same number would come up. Now, if you've selected a menu option on the bottom one, select the bottom accession patient number. If you've selected one on the top, select the top accession patient number. Both will take you to the same page. Here you'll be able to verify the patient's demographic information with them. Typically first name, last name, date of birth. And then you'll be able to see the consent statements that they agreed to. One is whether or not they've consented to receive the results via encrypted email. If they have not received the results or agreed to this statement, then you'll need to work out with the patient exactly how they anticipate getting their results. Another is a generic consent to treat statement, as well as consent to share data. The bottom 2 menu options, the bottom 2 consent statements may appear red if they did not consent to do antibody testing or results sharing with their employer. Typically, these will often be red. These are here just as a general situational awareness, but these do not apply to the Binax Now antigen testing. Once you've validated the patient's information is correct, click Verify an Accession Patient. Please note at this time, the patient has moved from the self-registered database to the NUlirt database. From here, you'll select which account to order under. Many times this data will be pre-populated, after which you select a test to order. For this demo, we're going to use the Abbott Binax Now COVID-19 AG card. This gets added to the test menu at the bottom. If there's only one specimen source, the menu option will be pre-selected. Select the result and hit Submit Result. You may get a pop-up for confirmation testing here. This states that confirmation testing is recommended and why. If you'd like to order the confirmation test now, you can either order it from NPHL, order from elsewhere. This would apply if you already have a contract in place with somebody to do PCR testing for you, or do not order. If you select order elsewhere, your work here is done. If you select do not order, your work here is also done. It will dismiss this menu. You may go back and select a new patient. This will return you back to the patient accessioning portal for point of care testing. Now, if you would like to order from NPHL, select Order from NPHL, and this will create a new order for you and submit it, as well as take you to the order details page with the shipping information and patient details in form. From here, you may view the packaging shipping instructions and just follow them step by step. Click here to read to follow all the details. But this button at the top will bring back up the shipping instructions form for your convenience if you're not familiar with shipping specimens off to NPHL. If you follow the menus all the way to here, you can go back to the COVID-19 menu on top and select point of care testing again to return to the patient accessioning portal. Now, the patient we just did currently exists in the database now, so we can search for them here. And order for existing patient. Now this would matter if the same person has come back again for follow-up testing a day or two later. Or if you have a repeat patient from another time that you are working within the NUlirt system. That's when this would apply. Selecting order for existing patient will take you directly to the order page, where you can enter your Binax Now test result immediately. And finally, creating a new patient on their behalf will take you to the NUlirt patient creation page. If you're familiar with NUlirt, this page will be quite familiar. Otherwise, it's a standard entering of the demographic information. If you enter a patient on their behalf, you will not be able to consent to receiving results via electronic message for them. Once you save changes here, you'll have the option to order a Binax Now test.